there is no real penalty for not taking care of yourself. And the ultimate penalty is, hey, you're going to die. The moment you tell somebody, hey, bro, you're going to die, all of a sudden everybody's like, shit, I'm going to eat different. Or maybe they don't. Maybe they want to die. So right now, it's this false concept. You can keep eating your Cheetos, keep gulping your damn big gulps. You can, keep your obesity problem. And if you take this shot, we might be able to, maybe you make it, because it's going to lessen the amount of time you spend in the hospitals. This is Jonathan's big thing.
You know what's funny? Grant? Hold on one second, Brian. Hold on one second. You know what's funny, Grant? It's funny because, here's the deal. In my former life, I worked at a hospital, right? Well, not really, not that former, but yeah. And here's the deal. One thing I noticed about people, Grant, you literally would have people on their deathbed, right? On their deathbed. And you know what they would do? They'd be severely overweight, severely sick. I mean, dialysis, all kind of issues. High blood pressure, diabetes. I mean, just the combo of unhealthy. And these people would still, right, despite every order from a doctor, from nurses, they'd have their family sneak in burgers.
But Byron, is
McDonald's, shakes. Hold on one second. Hold on. Here's the deal, though. People like shakes, and they'll take the shake. They'll choose the shake. Over. I mean, they'll choose the shake in death.
Yeah, but
they'll choose the shake in death. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people will take the shake in death. Because they're okay. They're okay with making that decision.
I've been on my deathbed, man. I got a question for you. I've been on my deathbed, and what about when the doctor? See, I hear a lot of faith in this room. You guys have a lot of faith in these pharmaceutical companies. You got a lot of faith in these doctors, but I've been on my deathbed. What about when the doctor comes to you and he's trying to prescribe you a drug or a solution? Sorry. And, he's providing you a solution that he's getting a kickback on, but it ain't the solution.
Oh, man.
There's so much faith in here.
Yeah, see?
There's so much faith.
Yeah, see, you going, yeah.
Hey, Byron, you're operating from a position where you think it's the state's obligation to help us or to force us to do certain things.
I actually don't.
So if the fact, listen, how many people smoke out there today? The data's out there on smoking, and yet hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people pay $20, $30, $40 a pack to smoke. It's not up to the society to save those people. Exactly. That's what they want to do.
It's free will, and people have the right to go do that.
And addiction.
And
Can I respond to that?
Some people, I've literally watched people have violent reactions to the removal of their shake and their fries from Mickey D's. Violent reactions.
I agree with
you. So here's the deal. The question is, the number one question is, are you choosing life for the most amount of people or death?
The vaccine.
Jump in. Hold on one second. Hold on. 10G. I think. Hold on one second. Hold on. One fucking mic. One mic.
Tim Carver.
Brian, could I
jump in, Tim.
Just real
jump
quick,
in, Tim.
What I want to,
brother. I called on Tim. Okay, Tim, go ahead.
So real quick, one of the things I just want to point out is the reality is I'm a healthy person. I exercise, I eat right. But me doing those things are not just for myself. I have a newborn baby, and I also have grandparents who are over 80 years old. So I don't expect them to be outside running around, exercising, doing all kinds of things. The grand scheme of things is is to protect the most people that we can. So the reality is, yes, everybody should exercise, everybody should eat well, but there realistically in this world are people who cannot do certain things. And we what do? We just throw them away. I hear a lot of people saying, well, people die every day. Do they have to die today? is the
Let
question. I
them
think that's
take
what
the
we're dealing with.
vax. Let them take the vax.
But it's
Nobody's
not.
preventing them from taking it, but
I'm,
don't
but
force everybody else to take the vax.
It's really that simple, really. Take the vax, and you'll survive.
You've never
Byron, this
heard
is
me
Ice.
say
Can I
you
jump in,
shouldn't
please?
take the vax. You can't take the vax. This is a narrative that you vaxxers are trying to shove on us. We're not saying you can't take the vax. We're saying don't force us to, especially those of us that know we have immunity. Those of us that
Oh
are
my.
healthy. If
but
I'm
let
healthy, I don't want to take your freaking experimental drug that
yeah.
is having severe side
So, but
effects that are being underreported. And if I
and
drop dead
Yeah,
from
exactly.
COVID, it was
let
my
me
damn.
let me finish
And
this real
Oh,
there's
quick.
money
damn.
So
behind
that
you
with that
taking
being
the vax
with
too.
that
Like,
being
why is no
said,
one
then
talking about
with
that?
that being
What about the
said,
money behind it?
with that being said, that sounds great. But what about? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people that you are around and the people that you encounter. I didn't take. The reality is, I don't feel like I need a vaccination. I took it not for myself. I took it for the people that I'm going to encounter. And the reality is that you may not. It may not affect you. It may not kill you.
That's
It
a
may not
weak
hurt you. But
argument.
what you can do is,
If you have the
transfer
vax,
it.
you could still spread it.
Yeah,
So
that,
if you took the vax
But
to
Exactly.
protect me,
Brian, let the man
it's
talk,
not going to
Brian.
protect.
Brian, let the man fucking talk, Brian.
okay. But the
Oh, here, there
reality
he is. He woke up
is that
again. Hey, Jonathan.
But the reality is, if I take the vaccination, no, it will not kill me. But what it will do is what we're seeing is, and I'm kind of speaking more so to what the topic of
It'll
this group is.
reduce the.
It says that there's a rise amongst hospitalizations in the vaccinated. Well, guess what? We do know that number of beds that will be taken will also go higher if less people are vaccinated. So now we're dealing with mass
Gibraltar,
numbers. Sit down,
Gibraltar is
dumbass.
nearly at 100%. Gibraltar is nearly at 100% vaccination, and their death rate is high. They're at nearly 100%.
There's no
What's
correlation
your
between
source of data,
vaccination
please?
rates
What's your
and cases.
source? What's your
How do we?
scientific
I just want to know. I just want to know. I'm just sitting back listening. I just took
This
a
is
little time to just
insane, bro. This
listen
is
real quick.
insane,
I
bro.
wanted to listen. I want,
Cook up,
but I
Byron.
want to still know. I still want to know. I still want to know. What do we do to eradicate this thing, fix this thing, ward this thing off? What do we do? What I haven't heard
It's
anything.
not even
I hear a
wrend
lot
up
of
in
Byron,
the
complaining.
leadership.
Byron,
Herd
Byron,
immunity?
this
That's
Fenty
not what
talking.
Hold
it
on one
would
second.
boil
One
down
mic.
to
Byron, this
leadership.
Fenty
Vinny,
Nobody
talking,
would.
Byron.
Vinny,
Everybody mute your
Vinny,
mic. Everybody
go
mute
ahead,
your
mute your
mic.
mic.
Mute your mic. Ma'am, mute your mic. Byron, go ahead.
Yeah, Vinny, go ahead, jump in.
Fendi,
Fendi,
Byron, we're
yeah,
not gonna get rid of this. This is gonna be with us.
it's
Like
gonna be with us.
it's gonna stay with us. There's
Let's
no way we're
move
gonna
on.
get rid of it. We gotta live with it. And you know what Grant said, what Grant was saying, what everybody else is saying, as far as people need to get healthy. If they want to survive, people just got to start getting healthy and then increase their chances. Because this is gonna be stuck with us. It's no overnight fix for it. We've never seen nothing like this before. We just gotta get healthy and hope for the best.
Can I
Well,
chime
we
in,
It's
please?
it's
advocate
This
very
is
that.
easy.
Mike
I
Vick.
mean,
Yeah,
hey, you
no.
know what? Hold on one second.
But
I gotta say something.
It's
He made
very
some sense,
easy.
but I didn't hear no solution. What you know? I mean, other
See,
than
we
it's people.
had
If they die,
something
they die.
before.
Ho-
Spanish
Michael in
flu,
Los
the
Angeles,
Spanish
Byron.
flu, we've seen this before.
Yeah, the Spanish flu.
So what do we
We
do?
saw it before with the
So what's the
Spanish
point
flu.
of even?
And,
Hold on one
and
second, Jonathan. Hold on, Jonathan. I got a question for Jonathan. Jonathan, what's the point of even making a fucking vaccine? What's the point of making any kind of
money,
medication?
man,
For
money.
money,
That's
for
money,
money,
No, no, no,
money,
no,
Byron.
no, no, no,
money,
no,
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 it's
no,
money.
not
no.
just about money. It's
Just
about
like
Oh
survival.
chemotherapy for
God!
cancer.
About quality.
Listen. What I'm saying is this: what's the point of chemotherapy? What's the fucking point?
money.
Money.
Exact money.
Money, man.
Stall
Dude,
to
I got
stall the
prescribed
cancer.
chemotherapy and that
That's a
That's
didn't take.
perfect example,
Customers.
Byron.
But the
Jonathan, can
people
I say
got
something?
Hold on,
customers
hold on,
also.
hold
Not
on.
customers, custies.
What is the point? I just want to know what's the point.
damn. It's no
Can
one
somebody help me out?
Yeah, I
optimized
got you. It's
treatment.
Yoshiyahu, Byron. Let me give you a perspective on it.
I
Okay.
tried to.
Jump in,
Yoshi,
Yoshi.
go ahead.
Yoshi,
Hey, wait,
everybody
wait, wait,
mute
wait,
your
wait,
mic.
wait, wait, wait. God damn, everybody mute your goddamn mic right now, man. What the hell's going on in this goddamn room? How many goddamn moderators we have awake? I need all the moderators to wake your asses up
I'm up.
respectfully.
I'm ready.
Can't
I'm ready
Let's
ask
to
a
roll.
go,
question
man.
and then
I'm a
have a
soldier.
hundred people on
Absolutely.
Hey
stage and
Byron,
expect
what
one
was the
answer.
purpose of tonsillectomies? Fucking money, bro. There was no
You got a
reason for
point. I
millions
think
of tonsils to be taken out.
You know what, Grant? You got a little bit of a point, because guess what? We do battle. Listen. But this is the truth. We do battle with a healthcare system that is fueled by, economic indicators, right? So we do have that issue, but at the same time, we do have treatments that are saving lives. Would you agree or disagree with that?
I agree. This is Mustafa. Can I talk?
God damn,
bro. The question wasn't for you, bro.
It was for Grant. So here we go. So Grant, would you agree or disagree with that? Do we have treatments in place right now that have saved lives by the millions as a result of the advancements in healthcare?
I don't know, man. I leave these people alone because I don't want them poking around in my body too much. So do they have, are people living longer? I think they are.
Grant, that's the question
are
he
people
asked
healthier?
you.
Are people healthier today? I don't, maybe. I don't know. I don't have enough data to support that. Are we more advanced? It's hard to see that how I guess we're more advanced because our cars go faster. They burn less gas. Then you look around our planet and I see a lot of people depressed. I see autism everywhere. I see kids that can't keep their attention, marriages being broken up, drug addiction everywhere, obesity. I'm like, wow, this is a whack planet.
Yeah, values and
Brother
morals
Byron
come to
and
drain.
Brother Byron, in the black community in Chicago, dialysis machines or places are all over from a poor diet. And I think if we looked at our who's going to take responsibility after people get a booster and a booster and a booster and they start falling out like they doing, who's going to really come and go against this whole move, this push, when they see that it's not working?
Brother, I understand where you're coming from. I really fucking do. And here's the deal. And I'm kind of pissed off at the fact that we have to deal with a situation that seems a little sketchy. I gotta admit, it seems a little sketch, a little scamish, the way that this vaccine and these boosters and these fucking pills and all of these little additives that they keep adding into the equation in terms of us being able to ward this thing off. I don't like it. I don't fucking like it. Hold on one second. I'm finishing my point. Here's the deal. I don't like that. But at the same time, I don't like people fucking dying. I don't like that either. And I don't like us being nonchalant and putting ideology over saving the maximum amount of people. I don't like that either.
Come on. Thank you.
So how do we fight this battle? How do we?
And I respect
I agree with Byron on that, bro.
Byron, this is
all right, everybody mute your mic. Mute your goddamn mic, respectfully.
Thank you,
all right.
Nelson.
Uncle J, please go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Byron.
Oh, who you saying, Nelson? Me?
Oh my God. Grant, go ahead. Grant.
You don't sound like Uncle G, man.
Okay, but so what Byron, I was saying was Byron.
No, Byron.
Hey, bro, what
No, Byron, can you imagine, Byron, that you would sell a product that at the end of it, 30 seconds of the 1 minute ad? Can you imagine getting away with some of the stuff some of these ads say at the end? Oh, by the way, buying my product could fuck you up forever. You may never have sex again with the person you love. Your eyes may bleed. Okay, your kidneys may not work. Like the things, you may have suicidal thoughts and want to kill the people you love the most. Can you imagine ever getting authorized to sell a product that had those adverse effects? Would never happen.
And those are our.
But here's the deal, though. Grant. I get that. I totally get that. But here's the facts. Life expectancy has went up drastically over the years.
So is water treatment. So is farming. There's a lot of factors in that.
So don't worry about it.
No. What I'm saying is, hold on. What I'm saying, I'm saying medical advancement. It is not, and it never will be perfect.
Exactly. Facts. That's true. This is Mustafa. I want to bring a different perspective. One of the biggest lies being told is about the food we eat, And the biggest addiction human face is the food we eat. And unless we recondition ourselves, the way we eat and the way we see the world, nothing can be fixed. Talk about the junk food we eat is much more expensive than the good food. And as we speak in this country and beyond, there's a lot of fruits and veggies, tons of it being thrown away to the dumpster, and nobody held accountable. Not everybody is like Grant or Byron or Jonathan taking care of their body. I think
I don't take care of my body.
I'm making an example, my brother. So
I eat bullshit every week.
Let me make the point. You said about chemotherapy. You mentioned chemotherapy. And,
I kill myself.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned
from
chemotherapy.
a food perspective.
Yeah, chemotherapy did amazing things in this world. And if you talk to Steve Jobs today, one of the things he said, I regret not taking chemotherapy. So I don't like the modern medicine, but they did a lot of amazing things in this world. The solution lies on we have to focus about realigning ourselves. We have to recondition ourselves. We don't need to eat meat. We don't need to eat junk food. Those are the biggest addiction for humanity. Unless we realign ourselves, unless we recondition ourselves the way we eat, that's kind of the big problem. The problem with the White House and the USA government and beyond is they dropped the ball. The vaccination doesn't do nothing for us. What they need to focus is fitness, nutrition, and mental health expert to be in the White House right there, preaching people about the value of the fitness and nutrition.
Amen.
Absolutely.
So this is the problem we have. The people like Grant have a huge to say about the way we think as a human being, and unless we listen to people like Grant or people who come from the other side, nothing can be solved because there's a lot of sinister game that goes on.
Absolutely.
I love you all. I love you all.
Love you too, brother. Love you too.
Absolutely.
Hey, Byron, I got a question for you, bro.
Let's do it.
Check this out. So, if you were in a position of power, right, President of the United States, would you advocate for a mandate on the food we eat?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay,
I would not.
Let me pass this off to somebody else. Is there anybody on stage, if you were in a position of power, would you place a mandate on the food we eat?
I would place.
All right, one second. Who?
Yes, sir, Nelson. I would.
Absolutely.
I would.
Okay.
I would too. I would.
You wouldn't.
Okay.
I would mandate companies stop feeding us death.
Okay, Uncle G.
Exactly.
Uncle G, wait. One second, guys. Uncle G, what about you?
You wouldn't get elected. I couldn't do it because you won't get elected.
Nope.
That is true.
But no, you said if you were in the office.
One second, guys. Brian, what about you?
No way. I'm against mandates. If I want to eat shakes and get fat and die, that'd be my choice. I'm in the gym 7 days. I'm in the gym 7 days a week. It's my responsibility to take care of me. It ain't mom's responsibility anymore. As soon as I'm old enough, it's my responsibility, and it's my responsibility to share that with the people that I love and care about. But it's up to you, man. It's up to you. And the whole notion that we elect officials to protect us. You guys are already ahead. These guys are dysfunctional themselves. Biden is one of the most dysfunctional human beings on the planet. I'm not going to rely on that guy to protect me. Hey, when he learns how to raise his own kids, then he could.
Oh my God, Brian! Every time you make it political,
I would try to do something with the pricing. The issue is with the pricing. Because I think there were people.
One second, brother. I'm trying to get somewhere with this, right? Brian, were you done speaking?
Build with us, Nelson. Build.
Yeah,
I'm trying to build. I'm trying to get into construction.
But Nelson, are you saying when you the president, not running for office? But
no, I'm just saying if you happen to be in a position of power, would you have a mandate on the food that we eat?
Absolutely.
Being over FDA.
I want to speak to that lady. One second. I want to speak to that lady. Go ahead and give us some context, ma'am.
My name is Tori Brown, and the context is this. we have supply needs. You have these natural farmers that are organic. They don't keep up with the technology. They don't keep up with the ability to compete with big pharma. So then when you get someone that is extremely talented and capable to get a machine to mass produce, and then they get the idea that, oh, we shouldn't go out and actually work the land and nurture the animals so that we're producing high quality food with the nutrients that we need naturally. Then they start producing these massive GMOs. I have a problem with that because you don't know what those chemicals and pesticides are doing to the people.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you look down further down the road, 50 years down the road, generations after generations, and you wonder why some people's eyes are set too far apart, or why some people are born with defects in certain areas. You know, some people that those are things that you have to pay attention to. That's what your scientists are for. That's what your doctors are for. And when you see that happening, as a leader, it is your responsibility to say that is not okay. You will not continue those type practices. You need to go back to the drawing board and find a different way.
Hey man, did you say that they've got food that makes people's eyes go wide apart? Is that what the fuck you said?
That's what you said.
Yes.
Because I'm confused as
He
shit.
said it. He said it well.
Wait, you got to give me some context on that one. I mean, what the
Okay.
hell does food have to do with your eyes being wide apart? I'm confused.
Okay. So say that you're a farmer and you're using pesticides to keep your crops, and you go and you spray that pesticide, the bugs start dying. And then you get weird types of fungus or other types of nuclear type stuff growing that you can't see with the naked eye, but it's been known that it's in your system. So then it's small piece by small piece affecting your genetics. It may not kill you, but
Man, I don't
maybe
know. I don't know about that one, man.
okay.
I don't know about that
That's fine. You can disagree with
Man, that's
me.
been proven
Look up
now.
This
Agent
is
Orange,
all I
man. What
want
are
to
you talking
Man,
about? Look up
some
Agent
of
Orange.
us agree.
what I want to leave you with
What's
is
what's
if
his?
you don't believe what I am saying,
I hear what
I
you're
want
saying.
you
I just don't think it works
I
like
want
that.
you to read and ponder the thoughts and the warnings behind The Spring by Dr. Rachel Carson.
Well, you
Nelson,
definitely
can I
sound
add
Silent
to her
Spring. I need
once.
you
contribution?
to go and read that book. It's a very interesting book. Just read The Silent Spring by Dr. Rachel Carson, and you will understand that the things that they did way back in the day are still affecting us to this day. Today.
BDG.
You know, one thing I would say though, I mean, you definitely sound like a a well-read, educated woman. So I'll take you up on that. I'll actually read that, right? But I mean, Uncle G, what are your thoughts about that? What are your thoughts about it?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough about it to dismiss it or support it. I'm looking it up right now. There's so many things none of us know anything about. I mean, like, I get more concerned about people that are like they know it all here. Like they are right no matter what you put in front of them. And
Why you talking? He's talking about Jonathan.
Yeah, who is
That's
Uncle G, Uncle G, man.
That was
Uncle G's the
shaky.
realest.
He
All right,
did
one
not
second,
say
guys. One second,
Jonathan's
guys. One
name.
second.
I mean, I wasn't talking about Jonathan, but he would fall into that category.
Dr.
that's the
Carson
best
was
thing
the
you have
reason that
had
Nelson,
the
finish
EPA was
Nelson
opportunity
what
even
you
to
were
One
say.
second,
saying.
guys.
discussed.
One second, guys. One second, guys.
And
One second. I mean,
John Leisure, talking to John Leisure about any idea that any of these corporations are corrupt, it is completely out of his any concept that he could possibly wrap his head around that there's any corporation in America that is corrupt. I mean, he can't even think with it. He can't confront it, can't look at it. he invests in those companies. He's been hired by those companies. He's buddies with those guys. And I don't think I think John can't see it because that's those are his people. And for him to one day wake up to the idea that, oh, wait, there's some corruption here at some freaking crazy levels, would mean he was wrong about a number of things, and it's just too much for him to confront.
And think of Volkswagen altering the emissions globally, knowingly falsifying emissions data to get a car through. That's a global public corporation.
Yeah,
Think about Bayer. Bayer knowingly sold the medication that gave people
Come
HIV.
on now.
Google Bayer HIV third
Oh
world.
yeah, that's
These
true.
corporations are evil.
And Google, who paid the biggest fine, the biggest Pfizer.
As we contribute some things like that HIV story, honestly, that's not true. Let's speak
Yes,
about
it
it. There's
is, and it's
corruption.
true.
There's corruption.
Google it right now. No, it's 100%
Yeah,
true.
it's
You can find it on the
100% true. It was
NCBI,
true.
which you can find it on the
I am
NCBI.
not.
That's the National Center for Biotechnology Information. That's the National Institute of Health, the National Library of Medicine.
They had to
.gov.
pay a
Don't say
fine for.
that's not true. Don't say that's not true. It's 100% true.
He said
Bayer
that shit
knowingly
exists.
sold medication.
Hey, Director X,
Bayer knowingly sold medication that gave people HIV.
Exactly.
Bro, he sounds like he wants to choke him to death. Like,
oh no, without a doubt, bro. Without a doubt.
That was the fucking passion for me, Nelson. I'm telling you, man. That guy had some passion. I believed him.
The best you can say
No, I'm
is
with him
that
because that shit is true. I did read about that.
Google it
It
now.
was the passion for me, though, brother. You know, I'm just saying.
I'm not playing with these people.
The point that Grant was making is that these corporations. The point that Grant was making is that these corporations are not beyond reproach, and it's the same thing that's going on with Pfizer now. The bigger conversation, the government is involved with this hand in hand. Our leaders own stock in these companies. Our leaders own stock in these companies. Again, the Congress. I say it night after night. The fifth largest stock owned by Congress, and that's Democrats and Republicans alike, is Pfizer. And so how do we not see you can't have a situation where they're not corrupt. The advertising accepted by MSNBC, CBS, Fox from Pfizer influences or others who are saying, hey, we question the safety of this vaccine. But Pfizer's going to say to the board of directors, hey, guys, you want to keep getting our $1 billion? Shut that guy